Hey guys, I am getting started with this video while I am editing and doing all the things with other videos, because that's what I do on Wednesday or Thursdays. And today is Thursday, and I woke up with a terrible headache. I do not know why. This is like the second time this has happened lately. I don't know. Well, I also slept until like 11 o'clock today, but I didn't get to bed till like 2 because of Jeff's schedule. So I don't know what's happening, but usually if I have like a slight headache when I wake up, which is not all the time, it's just very rare, but if I do, I'll drink me some water and I'm okay within like 15 minutes. But for some reason, this headache pointing at me, I'm a headache. Today and the last time this happened, it took hours, and it's already 2 o'clock now. So I waited to start filming because I really thought about not filming today because of the headache. And y'all, I have thought about taking a couple days off, like not whenever we're doing the mobile home stuff, but just a couple days, just to, I don't know, in a way I feel like I need a rest, but in a way I'd miss filming if I didn't do it, because this is something that I can do, and it's fun for me to talk to you guys. And I'm trying to open my tripod while still filming because I need to put y'all down. But I'm trying to do something, I'm trying to figure it out, because I thought that if I took a couple of days off, I could maybe plan some things and figure out what I was going to do. Because like today, before Jeff left for work, he talked to me, or no, I talked to him. I said, we need to go ahead and get some sort of storage for down at the mobile home, and that way we can go ahead and put some things down there that we know that we're keeping, and get it out of the house, so I can kind of figure out what we're keeping and what we're not, and get a little bit more. Y'all are going to be sitting weird for a minute. Let me get y'all on here. Y'all are going to hear weird noises too. I'm sorry, because I have to twist and twist and twist all these things, and then I have to untwist and untwist, and I don't know why I didn't put y'all on here in the beginning. Anyway, if we went ahead and got some things out of the house, I would know more about what I want to keep and what I don't. I know we can't put anything in the mobile home except, of course, the things we're building and stuff like that. We can't put any of our items in the mobile home. But if we went ahead and took things down there that we know we're keeping but we're not using right now, like we could take, ow, I hit my fingernail. Like we could take some little furniture things that we know we want to put in the house, but we don't have to have it here. You know, I could go ahead and pack up my whatnots and things and pictures off the walls.
I didn't find any stickies. If you'd like to create one, just
Echo, I didn't talk to you.
Sorry, I thought I heard my name.
She thought she heard her name. Oh boy, now they're both talking to me. I don't know if y'all heard Echo or not. It's funny when that happens. This is really bright. Nope, wrong way. I don't know if that helped any. Now y'all can just, you know, I don't know. Anyway, Noah has informed me that my dad, oh goodness, that his daddy and I are too tired, that we look tired all the time, and we're very tired, because wow, why am I getting emotional? Is this part of like the perimenopause thing, or is it just something else, or is it stress, or I don't know what is happening? But it bothered me that Noah sees that we're exhausted But it's like, for me, it's more of a mental exhaustion than a physical exhaustion, because I'm physically like limited. And so when I was talking to Jeff about getting some things out of the house, I thought that maybe it would help us go ahead, make better decisions about what we're getting rid of here, and it would give me something to do that felt productive during the day, and I wouldn't be just thinking about it, if that makes sense. It's like I could be taking action instead of just going around and around in my head. But I was thinking, okay, we've got those totes that we bought. Noah could go ahead and pack up all the things he's not using, except electronic stuff like that, because we're not going to have any sort of climate control in our storage. He could go ahead and, like, all the extra sheets and towels and blankets and all his extra clothes, and just keep what he needs. And I could keep what we need. I mean, I keep what I need. Jeff keep what he needs, and just kind of get some stuff out of the house. And so we're probably gonna go shop for that soon. But this month we have spent quite a bit on like flooring and the countertops, which this is the most expensive things. These are the most expensive things that we've had to buy, other than the mobile home itself. Everything else has, I don't want to say cheap, but they weren't as expensive. And y'all, I can't remember who commented, I'm not gonna look, but one of you commented that the amount that of flooring that it cost, that they didn't give us, which we did get it, y'all know that she would I want to find it and tell y'all. I want to tell you who it was and all that stuff, because I was like, what, is it that much better price in the UK? And I was telling Jeff about it. Let's see, where's it at? What happened to it? Which my hillside garden saw that there were only there wasn't the right amount of boxes in the video, and I'm glad she's not the only. Noah, Jeff, and I all three saw it too. I don't know where that comment is, but I don't know what happened to it. I didn't get rid of it, or maybe it was in a reply. I don't know what happened to it. Because sometimes I have like a little conversation with you guys. Where's that comment? What happened? Anyway, if I'm remembering correctly, in the UK, she said like she could do several rooms in her house for the amount that we spent on just those 8 boxes. And I really hate that I can't find it. I wonder if she deleted it. No, here it is. Mommy of 5 babies. 8 boxes of flooring for $585. Wow, I'm in the UK, but still, that's roughly $450 to £80. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I would really like to know how to make that pound symbol too, for like if I am doing something like that, whenever I'm. Sometimes I do compare, and sometimes I used to do this all the time, and I've really gotten bad about it. And I know I am off on another trail, and I'm telling y'all about something else other than the comment. But shh, calm down. No, that's a terror. No, stop. Calm down. Okay. I did not shoot anyone just now. That was just something to get my attention for the other notification I had was like it didn't get my attention. That gets my attention. So if you feel offended by that, I'm sorry. But let's get back on what I was talking about, and then I'll get back on what I was talking about. What I was talking about is I used to, whenever I baked things, I would tell you guys what it was in Celsius, and the in some places there's like the gas number. Did I hear a puppy dog bark? Wow, I am really going on rabbit trails today. Bad. Anyway, I used to put that on the, like a chart comparison. I'd tell you the gas number or the Celsius whenever I baked. There we go. Now let's get back to the comments. Mommy of 5 babies. Okay, she said that's roughly 450 to 80 pounds for 8 boxes of flooring. I would want my whole 3-bedroom and living room covered for that price. Is it really that much better price in the UK for flooring? Because it's expensive here, y'all. And that was actually the price we got was, okay, now we did find a cheaper price for flooring. The click together flooring, which is what Jeff wanted, so we got what he wanted, because he felt like it would be better and easier. And this tripod's crazy. Anyway, he felt like that would be better in the long run, and that's what we wanted to do, because we could have gotten the vinyl flooring that you just roll out, but that kind is easier to tear. It doesn't last as long because it's very thin, and when there's a seam you have to use this stuff, and he didn't want to deal with any of that. Yes, I heard doggies. I'll be right back. Okay, Noah's letting the girls out. He's about to go find out if they got his part for his Jeep, because for 2 days, even though it was supposed to be here 2 days ago, he's been calling and they've been telling him no, it didn't come today, even though it was supposed to be there. And that's like $500 he spent. Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, so we could have gotten that kind of stuff, but you know, it's not ideal. It's not gonna last as long, and the kind we got will last years and years and years. So there was another kind that was cheaper, but like you can't mop it. You can only dry mop it. You can't like put any water on it. If you put any water on it, it's very likely that you're gonna, even the associates told us at different stores, and I read like reviews, and I've been studying this stuff for months. Like right after we got the mobile home, I started looking for sales, and because I knew this stuff was going to be expensive, and yeah, that's the most expensive thing we bought, but because we saved so many times buying at Bucks, we were able to get it, and it was better. And like I told y'all before, we're doing like cash. We're not paying with a credit card or anything, so we had to save and get that, you know, to get it. So that's what we've done. But we've had a lot of time to save, because like if you guys have been here, you know that we were looking for something for like 3 years, so a little over 3 years. So we've had some time to save. So anyway, but yeah, if prices are that much better, wow, they are bad here though. They really are. But we did find some, and it wasn't that much cheaper. It was only like $1.99 a square foot. This was $2.19 a square foot. So really, it's not that much better priced. The cheapest I found was $1.99 a square foot, except the stuff we got for the wall. And the only reason why it was 60 cents a square foot is because they only had a few boxes. There was nowhere near enough to do the whole house, or even a whole room in the house, because, well, we maybe could have done the office, but that would have been about it. But we wouldn't have had enough, and that's the only reason. They were not selling it anymore. They couldn't order it more. It was just close out. Once this is gone, it's gone. And that's, but it wasn't something you could put on the floor. That, like, you could put it in an office or a bedroom, because somewhere that doesn't ever get wet. So, you know, because if it gets wet, it's done. It's ruined. But anyway, let me just keep going with whatever I'm doing today. What am I doing today? other than having a headache, I want to go ahead and prep the bell pepper and cucumber we bought yesterday. Noah washed the grapes last night because whenever we had our burgers, we had burgers and grapes instead of like burgers and fries or anything like that. That's what he wanted. So he washed the grapes last night. I was going to wash them, but he did that. And there was something else I wanted to do. I really need to clean that refrigerator. I know, I've been talking about it for days, but I'm going to do that today. Headache or not, I'm going to, at least that one shelf that's bugging me, I'm going to clean it. Because for some reason, one of the milk jugs had milk on the bottom of it. And I don't want my refrigerator to start smelling funky, and that has just happened in the last week or so, but yeah. So I'm going to clean the refrigerator. I'm going to prep the cucumbers and the bell peppers, because if I prep them, they will be eaten, what? And I am also making dressing tonight, cornbread or chicken dressing. I know I don't make it like other people probably. I know I don't make it like a lot of my family, but I already have the chicken cooked and the onions cut up in the freezer waiting on me. So all I've got to do is bake some cornbread, and then after the cornbread is done, mix it all together, bake it, and it's gonna be delicious. So that's what we're having for supper. That, and I'm thinking I want to do some loaded green beans, but I'm gonna ask Noah. He most likely will say yes to that because he loves them. That's the only way we really want green beans now, unless it's in a soup or stew. We don't even want to eat green beans anymore, just like normal way, because they're just not as good. Now, if it was fresh green beans, it might be different, but canned green beans. And I am thinking that, you know, I was looking yesterday. This is something else I want to talk to y'all about. Y'all know how I told y'all about the corn and it being the bioengineered and the warning labels and all that stuff. Yesterday, I showed y'all the beans I got because I wanted to get organic. And the reason why I wanted to get organic is because the chili beans that I normally buy said they were made with bioengineered products. What does that mean? Why do we have to have bioengineered products when God made wonderful fruits and vegetables? And I know that processed in a can is not the way God made it. I know that humans have processed it some. But why do we need the bioengineered stuff? Noah, do you know what bioengineered stuff is? Whenever it's food? He sent me a video yesterday. I'll try to remember to link it for y'all. It was very interesting. I don't know if I will remember. But I'll try to remember to do it. It was called, let me see. What is it called? The lie that made food conglomerates rich and is slowly poisoning us. The Perfect Union is the channel. That is a long video. I mean, a video title, but that's okay. Mine are long too. But it was very interesting to watch that. So, Noah, do you know what it means whenever there's bioengineered food? Bioengineered food? I haven't figured that out yet.
By definition or the perception of it?
Either one, definition or perception.
Something that's modified in a lab by definition.
Okay, something modified in a lab, that's the definition. But what is your perception of it? Gross?
It's something specifically. The ingredients are chosen specifically to make you addicted to it, so you buy more of it.
Okay. Can you say that louder so they can hear it? Or do you want to? Because I can't. Say it again. To me. I couldn't. I can't even remember. I have a very bad headache. You don't know that. And I can't. My thinker's not thinking.
When it comes to the food,
something that is engineered in a lab or changed in a lab to make you addicted to it. That's what you said? Or no?
Until it's perfected and irresistible.
Until it's perfected and irresistible. Okay.
We're talking about food.
Yeah, it's food. Oh goodness, now she's screaming at you. You need my keys?
Yeah.
You taking your car?
Nope.
Okay, he's taking my truck. Because he's got to fix his Jeep. Alright. The receipt's on the freezer. But anyway, a lot of these things have got me thinking a lot, especially since I'm seeing the labels change in stores. Things I bought for years and years, because I have bought Great Value brand, I don't know, the whole time I've been married. Like, we've been married going on 28 years. Is it 28? Let's see. Yes, almost 28 years. Actually longer than that, because whether y'all know it or not, I know some of you do because you've been here that long, we lived together before we got married. We were not Christians at the time, so don't judge me. We did live together before we got married, out of wedlock. I know some people don't have a problem with that, but some people do. We were not Christians. There we go. That's just how it is. But for like close to 30 years, I've been buying Great Value food because we've been shopping at Walmart that long for food and stuff. So I'm just seeing this stuff in the last few months, and that changes to their labeling, and I'm seeing it more and more, and it's worrisome. Like, what's happening? But the organic stuff is still, it's not like that. Yes, it does cost more, but it's not like that. But anyway, I'm gonna go to the kitchen and start doing the things, and bring y'all along with me. Okay guys, I've already kind of started cleaning out the refrigerator without really trying. Well, I wasn't thinking about it, honestly. My headache seems to be feeling a little bit better though. Anyway, Noah got back. The guy that was supposed to have ordered his parts didn't order his parts, so the manager was very irritated. He said they will be here in the morning at 8 a.m. So he did what he was supposed to do, and they'll be there. Anyway, I was talking to Noah and just started cleaning out the refrigerator. I had some pineapple left in there, and so I just downsized it to a smaller bowl, washed that bowl, took out carrots and cucumbers and all those things, because somehow I ended up with 2 things of carrots, and I didn't think I had carrots until I came home with carrots. How many more times can I say that word? I'm not going to say it right now. So what I'm going to do is take some of these, I'm going to go ahead and prep them and like wash them up real good and put them in the freezer. They're not good to eat like raw after you do that. I mean, you probably could, but the texture will be really weird. But they're really good for like soup, stews, stir fries, all that stuff. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to get myself set up to start washing these vegetables. I have the 2 cucumbers and the 2 bell peppers, and then those carrots. There's nothing else that I need to prep in the refrigerator for like vegetable wise, I don't think. No, there's no more vegetables or fruit that I need to prep. So that's what I'm going to be prepping with y'all today. And I am going to clean the refrigerator. I'm just going to, I've already done some of it. Just because I was doing it while I was talking. Whenever I'm talking to someone, I work faster and better. I think that's one reason why I like filming, because I actually work better. I don't know. I'm also going to finally try the coffee creamer with making the sweetened condensed milk with the xylitol. I haven't done it yet because I just went ahead and used that other that I already had, the condensed milk that I had in the pantry. I'm going to try that. I'm going to see if I have actually another one of these half-gallon jars. I think I have one because there's only one here. I've got a couple in the pantry that's used. I had 4. I'm going to see if I can find one. I'll be right back. Okay, so in my pan here, which I did clean the same way I would my sink. So you know I used this pan yesterday. Well, kinda. I didn't really end up using it. It's just other than a demonstration. But this is my dish pan, and I use it for things like this. And I got carrot stuff on me. I don't know why I'm explaining, other than some people would probably have a fit, which I do have a couple of these pans, so you never know which one is which. But anyway, it's clean. There we go. I'm gonna start putting some water in here, and I'm gonna get me some apple cider vinegar. You can use like white vinegar too, but I just have a lot of apple cider, so I'm going to use it. Well, I probably need to shake it up. This is the kind with the mother, which I'm not really looking for the mother. Mother, where are you? That was weird. But anyway, I'm going to put a big bunch of, maybe a quarter of a cup in there. You got to get down. That's hot water. Oh no, pour it out. Oh no, I don't want hot water. I thought I had it on cold. That's hot water. We're not cooking the vegetables. No, that was a waste. I thought I had put it on cold. Another glug of this. Excuse me, ma'am, you're not supposed to be in the kitchen while I'm doing things. Well, she's not supposed to be in the kitchen at all. But, you know, Maggie's going to do what she wants because she's the oldest and she's the boss. Anyway, a good amount of that, which I guess I just rinsed it and got some of the stuff off. And I'm going to let them sit here and soak for about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. I'm glad I was trying to get that in and found that it was like that. Put some carrots on top of that and maybe it'll stay down. Stay down! You know, they're hollow in the inside. They're floaties. They just float around. It'll be fine. But I just want them to kind of get all the stuff off of them, rinsed really well, and, you know, clean. And I will come back whenever it's time to rinse them and everything. The dirtiest thing here is going to be the carrots. But as you see, it's already pretty good. But anyway, and most of the brownness is the apple cider vinegar. So I'll be back whenever it's time to do more. Okay, so now it's time to rinse these, and I have scooched them around a little bit, and these I won't scrub them any, but the carrots I will a little bit. But I got my little strainer over here that goes on your sink, so got that. I need to dump this. Get all that out of there. Make it a little easier. Now my, wherever this thing is, pan's gonna float a little bit. But I just want to rinse them off really well. The vinegar will not stay on your fruit and vegetables. It's fine. But I don't remember exactly why that I started using the vinegar. It's something that I like researched when I saw someone else doing it, and it's supposed to kill some kind of germs, or I don't know, but it does work, and it's a natural cleaner. So, you know, let's use the vinegar. Let's get them cleaned up. So I'm going to take these, and I have a specific brush. I have specific brushes for everything. It's so weird. I have a specific little brush here that I use for fruits and vegetables, and I'm just going to scrub them a little bit. They have come pretty well clean, but I do want to scrub them a tiny bit because I will not peel these carrots. I will not peel them. All I do is just cut them however I want them to be cut. Actually, let me do this because I don't want to sit here and have that on forever. I know this might be weird, but I'm just going to scrub them a little bit and then I'll rinse them, because that's what you're doing anyway, is scrubbing the stuff off to loosen it, and then you rinse it off. And I can keep it separate. But anyway, both of those bags of carrots were organic carrots, just in case you were wondering. I don't know if you were wondering or not, but I have not found where that I can get organic bell peppers around here. I haven't went to every store, and I have not found where I can get organic cucumbers. But again, have not gone to every store. Noah's outside cutting the grass. But since they're organic, I'm not as concerned about them. I guess I still want to clean them. Rinse that a little bit. Here, let me go ahead and get these that I've already scrubbed up. My brush went between the ones I scrubbed and the ones I didn't. which is good, I guess. Alright, next one's Noah and I have searched every place that I could think of and he could think of for that other jar, and I was wrong. It wasn't a 4-pack, it was a 6-pack I bought from Walmart. We cannot find the 6th jar. And he said, well, did it get broken? I said, no, I don't think so. I think I would have remembered it, because usually I can remember things like that. But we can't find it. Maybe Jeff knows. But you know what's probably going to happen is I'm going to figure out something else to use to make my creamer in. Then I'll find it. Or I'll go buy something else and then I'll find it. I know it probably seems ridiculous to put those right back in the same pan to some people, but what I'm trying to do is get the dirt out of the little cracks of the carrots, because as I said, I'm not peeling them. And they do come out of the ground. Did I say Noah was cutting grass? I don't know if I did or not. I still can't believe they didn't even order his part. No wonder it didn't come in on the truck. I would have been so irritated. I am irritated for him. He's not. He's just this cool, easygoing dude. I don't know. I mean, it bothered him. Because he really wants to get his Jeep fixed, and we hope that's what's wrong with it. I know that sounds crazy to hope that's what's wrong with it, but he has spent so much money trying to fix it, and nothing has fixed it yet. And spent so much time researching and actually working on it, and him and his daddy doing all the stuff on days whenever we weren't going to the mobile home because Jeff had to work or something, or it was after work and we just weren't going out down there. They have spent so much time trying to get it to work right, and it won't work for whatever reason. I don't know what's wrong with it, but we're hoping that this is the last thing that he has to do to it. All right, I'm gonna let those drain a little bit and set up myself with the cutting board and stuff, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got myself set up. I got my bowl for cucumbers, one for peppers, one for carrots, and I've got some bags for carrots. And the way I recommend doing this is do the things that are easiest first. The reason why I say that is whenever you're going to chop up a bunch of things, your hand will get fatigued. You don't want your hand to get fatigued with the easy stuff. You know, you want to, the carrots are going to be the hardest. So that's my recommendation. You do whatever you want to do. That's just what I do. So all I'm going to do, and I'm going to chop the ends off very little bit. I don't always, but Jeff doesn't really want the ends, so for him I'll chop them off. So I'm going to make it easy for myself and just do 2 at a time. That way I don't have to think about it. And I'm not a professional, so I do not have wonderful knife skills. Don't beat me up. Don't come at me. They're not going to be perfect. They're going to be good enough. And that's the way I feel it should be in your home. Good enough for you and your family. Whatever you want. Nothing else matters. Chop your vegetables however you want to do. If you want to chop it down the middle, oh, don't leave. I did clean the counter. I'm going to sit it there and eat it because I want it now that I smell it. Y'all, I'm terrible. But I want to talk to y'all first. Do whatever you want to do that makes your family happy. But I'm going to tell you a secret. If I take the time to wash these and to cut them up, they don't get wasted. Did y'all know that's a wonderful thing that happens? And I'm telling you, food waste around my house has gotten me angry lately, because there have been times, this is so loud and I'm sorry, there have been times that we just were rushing to eat and we just forgot things, and I'm gonna just do it like this, and just things got wasted, and that's not a normal thing around here, right, Noah? What? No, that's not right. He doesn't even know what I'm talking about.
It's getting wasted.
Yeah, that doesn't normally happen here. Alright, that one's ready. So I'm going to move it out of the way. Because I will want to take a picture for the thumbnail. If you want to buy a cucumber, they're in there.
Okay. I'll take an entire cucumber.
An entire cucumber? Eat whatever you want. There you go. Alright, so I chop these in half. And then I just pull that out. It's the seed pod part. And that's all I do. And if I was going to freeze this, sometimes I just freeze it like that. And sometimes I just go ahead and slice it up like this. Now, if I have it sliced up like this, I wonder if I can put them in that one and swap it out and put carrots in this one. Yeah, I think I can. If not, it'll be fine. I'll just swap them over. What was I going to say? If I want them smaller than this, I can always chop them down just a little bit more. Oh my goodness. She might want dry food. I think I'm going to have to get Jeff to sharpen my knife after all this cutting though. Anyway, I can just cut them more if I want to. But we're not having like stuffed peppers, so I don't have to worry about keeping them whole or anything like that. But if they're, will you give her, hey, excuse me, quit screaming at me. She's screaming at me now. I thought she was screaming at him. I thought I gave her dry food. I thought she had dry food. I know I didn't give it to her today, but she had some in there, so I wasn't really worried about it. Now I don't know what I was saying because Daisy was being so rude. She likes to scream, oh look, some bonus pepper. And there's nothing wrong with that. Eat it, it's good. If I have it in the refrigerator like this though, Jeff will take it out and eat it like it's candy or something. He'll eat it on salads, he'll eat it just whatever. Noah, do you think I need to cut up some onions too like this just to have in the refrigerator?
Slicing onions?
Yeah.
Slicing or dicing?
Slicing them?
Slicing for the burger?
Well, we're not having more burgers this week, but burgers, sandwiches.
Yeah, slicing would be okay.
Alright, well I'll do that. Alright. It's a little mounded up on the top, but that's alright. Do you want any more cucumber?
No.
Okay. Alright, now these, all I'm going to do is chop the ends off and chop them about like that. And then in half and stick them in the bowl. And we can take them out and just have some snacks. Now if they're a tiny one like this one, I'm just going to do this. Now you could keep all these parts, I don't know about the cucumber, but all these parts because I've washed them, and you could make some broth or stock. But I'm not going to do that right now because I'm trying to clean my freezer out, and I would have to freeze a bunch of them to do that. But you can also give them to your chickens, which we have. So we can do that with them, and they can have the cucumber too. Now they can't have nightshades, which are tomatoes and different things like that, but they can have carrots and cucumbers and peppers. You want a carrot? No. Was tea good?
Yeah.
He's got the backyard done. Now he's gonna move on to the front yard. There was a bad spot on that one. Or, I don't know if it was a bad spot or just a bruise or whatever. Not like a rotten spot or nothing like that. Just a, I didn't like the way it looked spot. Wow, that one was trying to grow a friend. I'm gonna save that to eat. You know, you gotta have a snack while you're doing your business and you're doing your, you know, chores in the kitchen. This is the best kind of snacks. Alright, that's all I'm gonna do for that. Oh, that's the wrong one. Whoopsies! I probably could have just, what do you call it? I don't know. Use the other bowl, but it's okay. Alright, for these, I'm not going to do them the same way. That's it. And then whenever I want to use them, say I want to use them for a soup, I can cut them down to the size I want, even more, or I could leave them the size they are, and they'll be fine. It's better to do them like this. And actually, you don't even have to freeze them in separate bags. You could freeze them all. Oh, that's my good one I'm going to keep. You could freeze them all in one bag, or however many it takes to fill up your bag. And these kind of individually freeze. You don't have to worry. See, that's what I meant by bad spot. It don't look good. So we'll get rid of that spot. But we'll keep the rest because there's nothing wrong with the rest. But anyways, you can just take them out. Say if you want 3 cucumbers, carrots worth, you can just take out like 9 pieces or something. You don't have to worry about they'll freeze kind of individual is what I'm trying to say. Alright, that's all I'm going to put in that bag. I think I'm only going to need 2 bags, so I'm going to put this one bag. It wasn't used, so it's not hurt. It was on a clean counter. Right, Noah? Can you go grab me some onions, however many you want me to cut up? And we can put some in the freezer, or unless you're getting you some lunch or something. Do you want me to make you a wrap?
You can if you want.
There's still some grapes in there. I'll make you a wrap and some, and you can have some grapes or something with it. What do you want with it?
Grapes would work.
Okay. A turkey wrap.
Sure.
Good thing I bought some turkey, huh? That's how much you would need for 3 carrots. Because that was 3 carrots. Alright, so that's done. I'm going to make him a wrap real quick. Because he's working and I want to make sure he stays nourished. He doesn't need to be no food. I'll be back. Okay, I had to wash him some lettuce. For you guys that have not seen me do this for my Lunchables, this is all it is. But he wanted lettuce on it this time, so instead it's going to be on a plate though. And I'm not going to cut it in half because we're not trying to stick it in that little thing. So I washed him some lettuce. Got to cut a few little spots off of it that I don't like the way they look. A few extra spots. Put the lettuce on there. That one looked like somebody beat that lettuce up. Okay. It's just gonna stick out the end. It'll be fine. Alright, got him some cheddar cheese because that's what we have. And yes, I'm doing this on my cutting board, but my plate's clean, so that's fine. And I'm not cutting anything on it anyways. Cheese. Now, I want to tell y'all a little something. Now, this costs more, the Hillshire Farm. And it's good, there's nothing wrong with it. But I do like the Great Value brand. I know I have problems with Great Value. I have problems with this too, but it does not have nitrites and nitrates. But it does have carrageenan, which bothers me. Oh, I said I wasn't going to become that channel. I am. I'm becoming that channel, and I'm sorry. I hope you don't leave. Anyway, I like the other better because it comes in 2 things. So does the Aldi kind. This only comes in 1 pack. And I like it better with 2 packs. That way 1 pack can stay closed up while that, you know, you're, you know, not using it till you get to it or whatever. Alright, I'm gonna roll up this wrap. Now he's got that. And he wanted the rest of the grapes, which he washed last night. Lunch for my son. There we go. Is that easy? Easy times. Easy times. Alright, so I'm going to take this to him because he's sitting down. He's tired already. Cutting grass with a push mower is a lot. Plus my battery's flashing now. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so it's time for the onions. I need to get this out of my way. I don't need it anymore, so I'll have it there. I didn't ever eat my carrot. Don't forget it. Don't let me forget that. You're going to be like, what, woman? You're crazy. Alright, I'm going to peel this some. Of course, I'm not going to get it all off. But I want to get some of this off to make it easier. I should have done this off camera. But that, you don't want to eat that. It's tough. This is not tough part. This is the good part. And if you've been here for a little bit, you know that I have fallen in love with these. The red onions, purple onions. I say they're purple, but they're called red onions. But these are like a favorite now. I don't know why, but they are. It's just what I want. It's what we've been buying. I don't know if it's something about something in them that I need. Like, you know, because different kinds of fruits and vegetables have different vitamins in them. And the different colors, you know, have different. Have a feeling that was going to have some bad spots to it. And we'll see. Maybe not. Probably will. I'm almost positive that it will. But I didn't get organic because these came from Sam's. And because of not being able to get organic at Sam's, it's really got me wondering if I should get a Costco membership again because they have a lot of organic things. But if I did, that would mean I would have to come to Montgomery after we move because it's the closest one is here. Which I am telling y'all where I live, Montgomery, because I used to have a P.O. box and y'all knew that anyway. You don't know where up here, and it's a big city. And I won't be here long. So, but yeah. I know a lot of people don't say, but if you have a P.O. box, people are gonna know, unless you get it at P.O. box in another town, which is probably what I would do if I got another one, because where we're moving to is a small town. And even though I do like some of you that talk to me, the ones that I don't know who's going to be watching me in the future, and I don't know, you know. But yeah, I live in a big city, but I don't show where I live and what neighborhood. There's a lot of neighborhoods. So, yeah. But anyway, I would have to drive an hour at least once a month or once every 2 weeks to come to Costco if I got another membership. Okay, I can't get that off without. So I don't know. I wish that Sam's would get more organic stuff, but you know, they're just like Walmart and Sam's are part of each other and they don't have the stuff, but they are getting better. I actually saw yesterday, whenever we went to Walmart, get the carrot off there. And y'all, I don't care if the same, if it's vegetables are cut on the same cutting board. And oh, I can't give the onion to the chickens. I'm not gonna pick all that out. Oh boy. Anyway, I don't care if it's cut with the same knife and on the same cutting board. It does not matter to me. Alright, now this, Noah said he wanted slices, which these are pretty big slices, but Jeff likes big slices. I will cut some thinner because I like thinner slices. But if we don't want slices, we can always chop them up some more. Alright, this one, part of this outside piece I'm going to have to throw away because it's going to be the tough stuff, but not all of this outside piece, because this is going to be tough, but from here on will not. It's like this hasn't finished developing. That's what I think. This one looks like it was trying to be too. Let me go ahead and get rid of that. Ta-da! Oh, brand new. I don't want the tough stuff. It's not good. Not even if you boil it in a soup. You can stew it down and it doesn't ever get stewed down. Alright, so maybe I just do the 2 in this bowl. Might have to get another bowl, because I overestimated and I've already peeled that one. You know what? I could just leave it on the counter like this and just use it later. This is gonna be enough. Alright, so I'm gonna clean up my space and I'm gonna make that creamer. I'm gonna find something to put it in. I wanna make it. I've gotta make it if I want coffee tomorrow with creamer. So I'll be back. Okay, so I've done this with you guys before. Jonna sent me this recipe and so did Amy. It's the same recipe. I guess they got it from the same place or something. I really don't know. But whenever she sent it to me the second time, Jonna sent it to me the second time, I went ahead and printed it out so I will not lose it. And I made it before with regular sugar, but I decided I was going to make it with xylitol because xylitol is a 0-calorie sweetener, and I just wanted to try that instead, because I know I like this in my green tea and stuff. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Now I made a half of a recipe last time. I'm going to do the same thing this time. So what's in here is a 1/4 cup of butter, and I'm going to put in a 1/2 cup of boiling water. You got to be super careful with this. And that's only had water in it, so it's not dirty, so I'm putting it over there. And then you put in 1 cup of sugar, but I'm only going to put 3/4 of a cup of the xylitol. So this is a 1/4 cup measure, so I'm going to put 3 of these in there because I just don't want, I want to be careful with it and not put too much. And also, this stuff's expensive, and I need to cut back on my sweet anyway, which I know this is a better sweet than the other, but I don't know. I'm going to try it. So what I do now, is I blend this until it's combined. So I'm going to blend it off camera so that y'all won't have to hear the loudness, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think that's combined in the butter and everything. So now this is dry milk, powdered milk. I buy it from Sam's. You can buy it from different places. And what I'm supposed to put in here is 2 cups of this. So I'm going to put 2 cups of this in there. That's not quite a cup, so if I go a little bit over with this one, it'll be all right. Oh, one at a time, blending. Be back. I almost messed up. So that's 1, blend it up. Smells the same as it did last time. And then 1 more cup. Now remember, this is only a half recipe. I'm sorry I'm going back and forth, but this thing's loud. And y'all don't need to have to hear that. I could turn the volume down, but it's more work than pushing a button. My headache feels better. It's gone. Thankfully. Thank God for that, seriously. Because it was bad. Really bad. I don't know what made it go away. Maybe Jeff and Noah said a prayer for me whenever they found out I had a headache. But either way, I'm grateful. So, let me do this. Okay, I'm going to show y'all this, even though I wasn't going to. I'm using my little one of my little silicone spatula things to push down all that, just like you would in a mixer or whatever, because I want all that in there. I'm a little short. I'm having to get on tippy toes. Not all the way up on my tippy toes, but a little bit. Alright, get all that in there because we want all the yummy stuff mixed together. I still haven't figured out why there's butter in it, but butter is sweet cream, so maybe that's why. But I'm not complaining. It'll be fine. It was good last time. I think it will be this time too. Alright, I'm gonna blend a little bit more and I'll be back. Okay, so I think, yeah, it's done. Now, this is not as thick as sweetened condensed milk, but once you put it in the refrigerator, it'll thicken up. So I'm going to move this over because I'm going to clean my blender after I'm done. What am I doing? I don't want that inside there. I'm going to have to clean my blender, and I clean it. I start it with the machine. Let's put it that way. All right, move that off and move you out of the way. You stay there. I decided that I was going to use this for my creamer. Now, 1 1/3 cup of this is equivalent to a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. So I'm gonna try this. Let's see. I won't get me a little bit off. I don't really want to do that till I get all that. Let's wait until after I get all this out of here and then I'll try it. All right, open up, please. This has a seal on it. I didn't really want to put it in plastic, but okay. And this is the way I'm just doing it for my creamer for however long it lasts. For my coffee creamer. Because all my coffee creamer is sweetened condensed milk and half and half. So that's what I'm doing here. And I don't know how long this will last me. But normally with 1 can, well, 32 ounces of creamer lasts me about a week. Or a little over a week. Alright, I'm going to try to get all that I can out. But it's being difficult. It's hard to get it out with this thing and put it in there. I think that's all I'm going to get. But last time, I couldn't tell the difference really with, now there was a little bit of difference in the flavor of the sweetened condensed milk part whenever I first made it, but it wasn't that much different. I mean, you can tell that it's not the canned stuff, so I don't know. Maybe you can tell that it's dehydrated milk, or is it freeze-dried milk? I don't know. I got it on the outside. I didn't want to do that. Okay. I made a mess of my hands, so let me go wash my hands. That's weird. Okay, I just did a good rinse. Alright, so I've got that in there, and I know that this makes more than what a 14-ounce can would be. So what I'm going to do is put this whole thing of half and half in there. And hopefully I won't be making a mistake. Yes, I just opened it, but yes, I'm checking it. Maybe the boys won't think it's milk. But I am trying to do a little less sugar, just because I feel like I need to. And this does have sugar in it. It's got 1 gram. But anyway, I don't know. I don't think I can stir that with, that's not long enough. Oh, I was going to taste it. Oh, well, I can taste it out of there. Okay. I was going to taste the sweetened condensed milk with the xylitol. Alright, I'm going to shake it up a little. There. Now I've got it for however long that lasts, which will probably be about 2 weeks, maybe. Alright, so I'm going to get some of this out of here. I'm going to taste it and see if it tastes like the other. I could probably go with a half of a cup of the xylitol instead of 3/4 cup, because that's sweet. I mean, it's sweetened condensed milk, but I think it's good. I approve. Alright, so there's that. I got my creamer ready. See how easy it was? I mean, it didn't take long. Whenever I left you guys, it was only less than a minute each time, like 30 seconds. So, there we go. I got my creamer. I'm happy. Okay, so now I'm gonna make my cornbread for my dressing because I gotta get it done before I can make the dressing. So, the other day someone said they liked these jars. I think it was these jars, the canisters. It's not a set, it's just ones I bought. These came from Walmart, and the ones that they have now that look exactly the same really, they're a little bit different because we got one of them to put our all-purpose flour in, and it's easier to open because these right here, they're difficult. It's like a suction, and you gotta pry it off. This is really weird. I'm so sorry. I'm feeling better because my head's not hurting. Can you tell? Anyway, I'm gonna put me some cornmeal in here. I do not have an exact recipe. I just do whatever I want to do whenever I'm doing dressing. So, cornmeal mix, not cornmeal itself. This is cornmeal mix. It's like 1.5. Let me get it. Oh, I gotta fill my jar. Let's just put you all in there. Why not? Oh, don't do that. Ooh, that scared me. I shouldn't have done that. Knew better. Knew better. Knew better. Oh, I'm glad that's a tough jar though. That just messed my brain up bad. Alright, so then I'm going to put about a cup of, that's about 2.25 cups of cornmeal mix. About a cup of flour. And about a whole lot of scared. Alright. This is where people think I'm weird. But I'm making dressing. So, a good amount of pepper. Probably about half a teaspoon, really. And then I want to probably about the same amount of salt. Because dressing needs flavor. 1 egg. Gotta get me a bowl. I forgot to get a bowl, y'all. Woo! Okay, everything's weird. Calm down. Okay? Just calm down. That's what I'm telling myself. Every time that I crack an egg, I don't care if it's a yard egg, which I do get, or if it's a store-bought egg, I crack it in a bowl by itself. Because you never know when you're going to get a shell in it, and you also never know when you're going to get a bad egg. We don't want bad eggs. And I also always wash my hands after. Because I have no doubt that I am going to get eggshell or egg on my hand. So, about a 1/4 cup of oil. This is olive oil. We're putting that in. Alright, and then we're going to put buttermilk because buttermilk makes it so much better. I don't really know how much I'm going to have this time because I put a little bit extra, but it's usually like 1.5 cups. But we're going to put that in. I told a lady about powdered buttermilk at Walmart yesterday. I think I blew her mind. She had never heard of such. She was an older lady. Alright, so I know I'm going to need more. I feel like I got salt on my arm. But I don't want to put it, well, why not? There's already stuff all over the counter. I made a mess already. I'm going to just stir this together. Yep, gonna need more. Let's go for another cup. I do have my iron skillet in the oven at 350. Well, the oven is heating up to 350, and by the time the oven gets there, it should be ready. I have a little bit of butter in there, about 1/4 stick in the pan, getting nice and hot, because Jeff's aunt Sandra taught me years ago that if you heat up your pan with a little oil or butter in it, whenever you put your cornbread in there to cook, it will crisp up that outside, and It's so good. It's so good. Now, if I was not making dressing, I would add a little bit more buttermilk just to make that just a little bit looser. But since I'm making dressing, I don't want it to be looser, if that makes sense. Some of you may never have eaten dressing before. You may have never heard of it. You may have never, I mean, it's not the same thing as stuffing at all. But, you know, stuffing's good too, but it's not like this. And chicken dressing is all, or turkey dressing, I like chicken better, is all I've ever had. I've never had dressing without a meat in it. I'm going to use one of these to get that oil and stuff up. I've never had a dressing without meat in it that I liked. I have tried it before. It's just not my cup of tea. Or water. Or coffee. It's just not good. I will clean that better with some cleaner. But I'm going to let that get done, and then I'm going to show y'all me putting it in the pan. But I'm going to clean up this mess real quick. Okay, so my oven temperature went down a little bit whenever I took that out, but that's okay. Butter in there, nice and browned, and y'all could probably hear it, you know, like crackling a little bit, but you know what? Let's not do that. This is much better sounding, don't you think? And it also comes out a whole lot better. And this little spatula is heat proof, so if I happen to touch it with this iron skillet, it won't matter. Up to, I think, like 450 degrees. That's so much better sounding. And a whole lot less waste. Noah's bag. It's preheated again. Alright, so I'm going to get all this off the spoon. And then I'm going to spread this around in the pan. Got a little on the side. And the butter will come up on the edges, but we don't care. We want that. It's good. Let me get this out of my hand. Alright, so now I'm going to put it back in there, and I'm going to bake it. I don't know what temperature, how long, like 25 minutes maybe. But get it cooked, and then I'm gonna let it cool. Then I'm gonna make my dressing, because this is just cornbread and you don't have to have anything else with it except some milk. But we will. Oh, oil. Okay, timer 20, let's say 20. I'll figure it out for y'all. I usually go by smell. That's how I usually know when my cornbread or biscuits are done. The way they smell. Cakes too. And cupcakes and brownies. Most baked goods. I don't use timers a lot. I didn't really ever use a timer until I started doing YouTube. But there you go. I have been cleaning up as I go. So all I have now is that bowl, the spoon, and the spatulator to wash. Everything else is cleaned up. So I'm going to empty the dishwasher, not on camera, and I think I'll just put the bowl in there this time. But I'll be back. Guess what? You guessed it. I'm not doing the refrigerator today. I could. I have the energy, but I have some other things I need to do that have to do with my YouTube channel. So I want to do that, or my planner channel. So I want to do that because I want to finish that up so I don't have to think about it over the weekend. And tomorrow's Friday for me. For me it is. So I'll just clean it with y'all tomorrow. Yeah. I've done a lot today in here with you guys. And who wants to see somebody clean again? But I will be back whenever I take the cornbread out of the oven. And then after it cools off some, because I don't want to touch it while it's super duper hot, I will come back and show you how I do my dressing. Now, my dressing is not like anything that my family does. And I do have family that watches this channel, and they're probably like, ew. What? Trust me, it's delicious. And yeah, I've got the kitchen cleaned up. I've got the dishes out of the dishwasher. I did put that bowl, spoon, and a little spatula in there. And I'll show y'all why. I don't have any more room over there. Oh, I don't have any more room. I have no more. It's a dangerous, precarious position as it is. We shall not put anything else over there. Definitely not glass. But anyway, the counters are all cleaned up. And supper is cooking. I'm in a good mood. My headache went away. I told Noah. He said, good. He is outside working on our trooper now. We have an Isuzu trooper that has been in bad shape for years. We have not driven it in several years. In fact, we had not driven it in so long, I just canceled the insurance and tag on it like a year or two ago. And for whatever reason, it's still there. Main reason is because I love that vehicle. I know it's old, it's a 97, but that thing drove really good. So he's just out there tinkering with it and seeing if he can figure it out. If he can, we'll get insurance back on it. We'll get a new tag and I'll drive it. It'll be nice. I love it because you can see everything. There's like no blind spots really because all the windows, and it sits up really high, and it's super loud inside because of the big old tires, because it's a 4-wheel drive. But I liked driving that vehicle. It was nice. So I think he's trying to fix it because I did like it so much. And since he can't work on his, he's fiddling with something. He's got the grass finished, so he's fiddling with something. And yeah, I'll be back whenever the cornbread is done. But I have some things I need to do with my channel, my other channel. So I want to do that. But I don't have any clothes to do today, so that's good. I'll be back. Okay, so if I were going to have this with like a meal and just be cornbread, I'd probably brown it a little bit more. But for what I'm doing, I'm going to leave it like it is because it's done. It smells so good. Okay, so I'm going to let it cool. And then I'll come back and show y'all how I do my dressing. It's been a long time since I've done that. I have shared it before, but I'm going to let that cool off. It won't be completely cooled, but it will be mostly cooled so I can handle it because I got to break it up. But I have done it when it was hot like this. It's not fun, just to let you know. But anyway, I'm going to let that cool off and then I'll come back and show you the other. But I wanted to let y'all know, I was talking about, you know, doing the green beans, loaded green beans with it. Noah said, I asked him, I said, well, what do you want as a side with this? He said, I don't want green beans. He didn't even know I said that because he wasn't even at home whenever I said that, I don't think. Either way, he didn't hear me say that. And so I was like, oh, okay, so what would you like? And he said, I don't know. I said, well, okay. And then I said, well, do you want those? Just eat the raw vegetables that I cut up today? He said, yeah, let's do that. So I've already got side done, which, you know, this is considered a side to some people, but with us putting the chicken in it, I'm considering it a casserole. It's gonna have vegetables in it too, onions. No, I'm not right, but I'm okay. Anyway, I'll be back whenever it's time to do other things. Okay, so I'm about to put the dressing together, and I think I have everything here. I don't even know. I can't think of what else I might need. The oven is preheated to 350, and I'm just going to start putting the cornbread in here. And I did rinse the bowl, but I didn't dry it. As I said, the cornbread could be eaten just like it is. There's nothing wrong with it. It's nice and fluffy. And it's cool enough to touch. It's still warm, but it's not cold and it's not hot. I have me a pan sitting over here because I'm not going to do it in the iron skillet because there'll be, well, I could, but I've already done the other pan now. But I have a pan sitting here sprayed with oil so I can, I meant to only get one hand in it, but I went and grabbed it with that one too. Alright, so let me get the rest of this. And you know, if the iron skillet is cool enough that I can grab it with my hand, it's cool. It's cool, y'all. Because there is no way I would grab that iron skillet with bare hands. Alright, so just broke it up. That's all I did, just broke it up some. Smells so good. And it's just cornbread. Alright, I've got 1 can that I have washed the top of cream of mushroom. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And then I got 1 can of cream of chicken. Now, I do have family that does put cream of chicken, but they do not put cream of mushroom. They probably think that's weird. But we did it because we just wanted to. There we go. Both of those in there. Kind of get that stirred around just a little bit. Now, normally I do not have any chicken stock, but I do have some in the pantry right now, and if I need it, I might go grab it, but then again, I may not. I don't know yet. This seems to be doing pretty good without anything else. We do not like a really wet dressing. We just don't. Okay, in this bag I had frozen 4 very small chicken breasts and 1 onion chopped up. I did not have the chicken breast chopped up. I did that a little while ago. Well, it wasn't completely thawed, but after it had thawed some, I cut it up. I think it's a whole onion in there. I think that's what I put. But we love some onion. So I put that in the freezer. I was going to cook this one night after we had cooked the chicken, and then other things happened, so I just went ahead and immediately put it in the freezer because I knew I was not going to be able to cook it on the night that I wanted to. So yeah, I'm gonna have to have some more liquid. So let's see. I don't really want to get that big thing of chicken broth out though for this. So let me just get a little water. Get 1 of these little 10 ounce, I think it's 10 ounces, 10.5 ounce cans full of water, and that should do it. And I think I'm gonna grab my bouillon stuff. I think that'll do it anyway. And put a little bouillon in it just to give it that flavor. Maybe I should have put more. I don't know yet. The cornbread will soak up the water, the liquid, any of the liquid. I don't know, this is good, I think. Yeah, this is good and alright. Let me go grab my bouillon because I'm out of what was in the refrigerator. Okay, I get this from Sam's. It's the chicken base. They have beef too. If I can open it. It does not want to come open. Okay, there we go. And it's like a paste. Looks like that. Got it all over my hands. Trying to think of what I want to do. I don't want to mess up another thing. It's terrible. When you have a clean kitchen, you don't want to mess it up. Alright, I want to put about that much. That's all I'm going to put in there. But I'm thinking I'm going to have to add a little bit more water too to this. I'm not sure. You know, you never know because, like I said, I don't have a specific recipe, and I put this in the refrigerator. That's where I store it at. Let me grab a little bit more water. I'm gonna get one more can. Almost a can. I'm gonna put that much in. I'm gonna do a little bit at a time. We're gonna see. I don't want to add too much, but I do want to get that bouillon mixed up. The paste, yeah, that looks a little better now. I have put 2 cans of cream of chicken in. So I used maybe 15 ounces of water, and then that bouillon paste stuff. I need to put some pepper in here. I will not add any more salt. The salt you saw me add to the cornbread is it, and the salt that was already in the soup and that was on the chicken. That's it. I don't add any more salt to this. It doesn't need it. But we do like pepper. And I will add pepper to the top too. After I put it in the pan. I think I need the rest of that water. And also, I don't know if this is true or not. Y'all let me know what you think. Whenever you're adding liquid to a cooked thing like this, just like with bread and other things, do you think humidity plays a factor in it? Which, like I said, the cornbread will soak up that liquid, but we don't like it when it's just super liquidy at the end. We just don't like that. And I've had some that was just almost soup. I didn't like it. Noah doesn't either, and neither does Jeff. I think that Mama used to make one for one of my stepdads that was more soup-like or more liquidy because he liked it that way. She would make one without onions and one with onions because some people don't like onions, some people do. Y'all know the one I chose. The one with onions. But hers was not like this. She didn't add any of the cream of chicken. She didn't add like chicken broth or anything like that. She didn't add cream of mushroom for sure. She never has, or she still doesn't. I don't know if she makes it very much now. A lot of people, it seems like they only eat dressing and things like this around the holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving. We eat it all year round. We don't care. We just don't see it as a seasonal food. Not to us anyways. It's when you want to eat it kind of food. And it's not really that hard to do. For some reason today, I seem to be having a little bit more difficult time with the gauging of the liquid. But I think this is just right. So now I'm going to, and this won't like, stop it. This won't like rise up or anything. It's not like a bread or anything. It's gonna stay where it's at in the pan. Alright, we're gonna call that done. Pour out this water. There was a little bit left. Wash my hand, get the stuff off because I don't know how that happened. Who knows? Alright, and then I'm going to, just so I can control it a little bit more, put fresh cracked black pepper. I could probably control it with that over there, but to be completely honest, I didn't dry my hands all the way because I was trying to hurry up and get back over here. And that would mean that I would get black pepper all over. It would get stuck. It would stick to me more. You do not have to do that. That's completely up to you. So, into the oven probably about 45 minutes or so, just till it gets brown. And I'll show you whenever it comes out. Okay, so it's been 45 minutes. I had set it for 30 minutes, and then I did another 15. So let's take it out and see what it looks like, because I'm smelling it and it smells delicious. And I think it's about ready. It looks like it. I like to let the sides, the edges of it, get a little brown and crispy, and that's what's happening with it. But I think it's ready. I mean, really everything in it was already cooked except the onion, so you're just heating it through and letting it all love on each other. And actually, you know, you could eat it as soon as it's all heated through and the onions get a little bit done, you know. So it's just a preference of how dark you want it. I'm kind of leaning towards letting it go a little bit further, but I'm also hungry. So I'm gonna let Noah make the executive decision and see if he's ready to go ahead and eat now or wait another 10 minutes, because it is ready now, but 10 more minutes will give it a little bit more crispity on the edges, a little more brownness. So let me ask him. Okay, so Noah chose another 15 minutes because he wanted it a little bit more crispy, because he's like his mother and he likes that part on the edges. But that's what it looks like, and it smells so good. I cannot wait. So I'm not going to do a taste test with you guys, because I already know this is something we love. I've been cooking it for years and years and years. But I don't have a recipe that I know of, unless I did make one for my blog. If I did, I'll link it. If I didn't, if you do want one, I can try to make one. But it's kind of difficult because it's just like throw together certain things, and it's just delicious. Now, some people do put celery in theirs. We don't like celery in ours, even though we do like celery. We don't like it in our dressing, so we don't do that. But this is just a yummy, yummy thing that you can eat right by itself or as a side dish. And if you're eating it as a side dish, you can take this for a church function or some kind of potluck or whatever, and you have plenty that way. But yeah, you can eat it however you want to do it. Now, it is a lot of bread because it's cornbread, so you wouldn't want to eat this every day, but every once in a while is fine, and we don't do it very often. So I took advantage of that extra 15 minutes and went and grabbed a shower real quick. I didn't wash my hair, but I did a shower because it is 7:15 and it is time for us to chill out and not do anything else. Usually I do like to eat a little bit earlier than this, but our schedule when Jeff's on second is just crazy. It is really weird, because we just kind of do what we want, and sometimes I forget that I need to cook at a certain time. But whenever Jeff's on his other shift, I always am like, okay, he's got to go to bed at this time, so I got to cook by this time, and he's going to be home at this time, and you know, it's all that kind of thing. But after he goes to work, it's different. It's just different. But that's okay. It's before 8 o'clock, and it'll be fine. We don't go to bed till super late anyway whenever he's on the shift, or I don't. Jeff doesn't either, of course. But anyway, I'm going off on rabbit trails again. So I will see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you be notified whenever I upload. If you know somebody else who would enjoy it, go ahead and share with them if you don't mind. If you like planner videos, I have a planner channel as well. It is in the description box. It's Mama Cat's Homestead. No, that's my email. Mama Cat's Home Plans. And if you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing, because I really do want to know. If you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below as well. And if you don't want to put a prayer request in public, you can always send it to me in an email if you would like for me to pray for you. It's mamacatshomestead@gmail.com. that is in the description box as well. And I think that's it. Oh, also, I don't have to know what I'm praying about. God knows, and he's the one who's going to answer it, not me. So if it's all up to him. But I mean, I'm not special, but one thing I feel like we need to do for each other is pray for each other and lift each other up and be nice. But I just feel like that's something, if someone says they'll pray for me, it always makes me more, it gives me comfort, put it that way. And that's why I offer to pray for you guys, because maybe it will comfort you knowing someone who is caring about you enough to pray for you every day, because I add you to a prayer list and I do that. So I don't say this every single day, so I just felt the need to tell you today. Anyway, remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.